My friends, hours ago the world was caught by surprise with a political storm in Russia, a storm that could even lead to a civil war scenario in the second largest military power in the world, and this possibility was almost unreal some time ago. But why is this happening? And what effects could arise from this political turbulence? Before answering these questions, I ask everyone to subscribe to the channel, like the video and leave a comment telling us your opinion and what you think might happen. And let's go to the video. On the night of June 23, leaders of the Wagner mercenary group published a video showing the consequences of an alleged bombing that, according to Prigozhin, killed a large number of fighters. The Ministry of Defense quickly responded with a statement stating that Prigozhin's accusations do not correspond to reality and are an informative provocation. The leader accused Moscow's military leadership of ordering attacks on their camps and killing a large number of forces. Prigozhin promised revenge and called for an uprising against Russia's high military command and assured that he is determined to go to the end and destroy everything that is placed in his way, and continued saying, "We are 25,000 and we will find out why chaos is happening in the country." Prigozhin accused Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu of ordering 2,000 Wagner fighters' bodies to be hidden in a morgue in southern Russia. Earlier in the day, Prigozhin seemed to cross a new line in his increasingly bitter rivalry with Moscow, saying that the Kremlin's justification for invading Ukraine was based on lies invented by the top ranks of the army. The differences between Prigozhin and Russian Defense Ministers Sergei Shoigu and General Valery Gerasimov have been going on for some time, with the mercenary leader accusing them of incompetence and trying to take control of his mercenary group. Army General Sergei Surovikin, one of Russia's commanders in aggression against Ukraine, recorded a video with a rifle in hand asking mercenaries to stop and submit to the country's leadership. He continued saying that Russia's enemies are just waiting for the internal political situation to worsen. But it seems that the loyalty of Wagner Group mercenaries to their leader remains intact. Hours later, Russia's security service opened a criminal case against mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin for calling an armed riot. Later on, a column of Wagner mercenaries was heading towards Russia's internationally recognized borders in the Rostov region, with the governor of that region asking citizens to remain calm and stay in their own homes. According to Dmitry Peskov, Russian leader Vladimir Putin has been informed at all times about the events of what may turn out to be a coup d'état, something unimaginable until recently due to the extreme rigidity with which the Russian leader governs that country. Security measures have been taken within Russian territory, and according to Russian media outlets, Operation Fortress has been activated in the Rostov region, aiming to put military personnel in that region on alert. There are also reports of internet cuts in Russian territory. I myself follow some Russian news groups on other social media platforms, and some have been blocked. With many conflicting reports, columns of mercenaries would already be on Russian territory, and already with reports of shootings in the Rostov region. The Russian government has blocked roads, especially from Rostov to Moscow, and has implemented security measures in Moscow with all important facilities, state authorities and transport infrastructure facilities under reinforced protection. But according to sources from within Russia itself and from channels in neighboring countries, there is already shooting and explosions between Russian mercenaries from Prigozhin's Wagner group and regular Russian forces. And according to these same sources, there are already videos showing the column of mercenaries from Prigozhin's Wagner group entering the Russian city of Rostov. According to these sources, the Russian police and National Guard are not opposing or resisting the advance of the mercenaries. The world is also beginning to analyze the situation, with the White House saying it is following the situation involving Russia and the Wagner group. The same goes for Ukraine and other allied countries. The Russian Ministry of Defense also reported that Ukraine took advantage of Prigozhin's provocation and began preparing for an offensive. So far, Russian leader Vladimir Putin has not officially spoken out, but what is clearly seen is an attempt at an armed uprising aimed at overthrowing the regime, as clearly for Wagner Group leader Prigozhin there is no turning back. For him it is lose or win, there will be no middle ground. If he fails, he will undoubtedly be arrested on serious charges of high treason. As for the situation in Russia, this could lead the country into total chaos. If this drags on, all progress made in its war of conquest in Ukraine will be lost, and in a calamity scenario it could mean the disintegration of the country. And for Ukraine, this could be the chance to recover its territories, because the more the political situation deteriorates in Russia, the less they will worry about the battlefield in a foreign territory. And with Russian forces worrying about Prigozhin's 25,000 mercenaries, the front line would be more conducive to a Ukrainian counteroffensive. We will continue to pay attention to what is happening in Russia and any news we will bring here on the channel. I hope you enjoyed it, and if possible subscribe to the channel, leave your comment, like the video because it encourages us to bring more news to you. Thank you very much and see you next time.